Welcome students to the program BSc subject English semester 4 session number 27 topic Sultana's Dream story. In this session we are going to discuss about the summary and conclusion. I am Ravi Kumar, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Government First Aid College, Yelahanka, created along with Dr. Suresh SB. Feminist visions of science and utopia in Rokeya Sakhawat Hussein's Sultan's Dream. Summary of Sultana's Dream. Sultan's Dream is a woman's dream world where get to be in charge for once in a futuristic society called Ladyland, where men are disenfranchised and women are privileged with the food, good education and good jobs. This may seem like aggressive feminist, but it really isn't. It isn't in order to make sense of the confrontational tone of the story. The reader should know about the Parda, the Muslims' practice of rejecting women from the religious practice. The Parda is what Begum Rokeya is mostly criticizing, which should help to bring some of the story's religious ideas into focus. From a more feminine perspective, religion becomes more similar. Rokeya Sakhawat Hussain argues in the story that men tend to focus on distinguishing themselves from the group through competition, which means that in religion they tend to focus on dogmatic references and who is right or wrong. But in Ladyland, a more feminine mode of religion exists, one that heralds social unity across religious and ethnic divides. The women without masculine bent towards competition. Notice the similarities of their religions and summarize all religions in two practices. Be as loving as you can be, and be as forthright and honest as you can be. Another domain challenged by the story is that Islam has an ethic code, and from looking at the rest of the story, the reader might assume that the woman would remove that traditional code, but instead the supplement it to prevent people from engaging in manipulative or questionable behavior. Another domain challenged by the story is that Islam has an ethic code. From looking at the rest of the story, the reader might assume that the woman would remove that traditional code, such as parda, inequalities, male dominance. These things are she is going to address in this story, but instead the supplement it to prevent people from engaging in manipulative or questionable behavior. In this story, she is not questioning, or she is not arguing out and out, she is not arguing with this Muslim code, but instead of that she is doing some supplementary thing, substantiative arrangement for women by offering an alternative reality in which women are scientists in positions of power. Rokeya's writing is ingrained in her broader ambitions to emancipate women in Bengali society. Sultan's Dream is also Rokeya's denunciation of imperialism's long-standing relationship with science. The dream sequence is in the story as an imagery towards the preservation of environment and hints at the ecological mismanagement carried on by the imperial power. The Ladyland, there are no road or railways. There is, on the contrary, a green carpet on which the people walk. Unlike colonial Bengal, where men think horticulture to be a waste of time, it is of immense importance here, and there is no use of coal or chimneys in the kitchen, as cooking is done using solar power. Through the story, Rokia offers an alternative view of an decolonized world where science is utilized to sustain life and the environment is nurtured. Through Sultana's dream, Rokia Sakawat Hossein unfamiliarizes the familiar, signaling towards the emergence a new world free from dominance of power. Rokia's focus on Parda, women's education and English language becomes a marker of the 19th century reform movements carried on for women education. Afterwards, being inspired with her ideals, many of her followers became able to play great roles in the women's liberation movement. Herein lies the achievements of Rokia Sakawat Hossain as a successful feminist educationist and social work. After this book, after this her achievements, the people started to getting inspiration from the Rokia Madam, and that inspirations exposed, revealed, and started to practice by achievements of the successors of Rokia Madam. So additionally, Sultana's Dream remains one of the first stories to be authored in English by a woman in colonial times, thus making a distinct mark in the oeuvre of Indian literature in English. Here, this session comes an end. Thank you. Here we have some scientific work doing exclusively by women, and we have a reference section. From here you can get more information about this about Rokia Hossain, as well as about the Sultana's Dream story. That's all from me. Thank you.